Right, so turns out the weather predictions were not entirely wrong when it came to predicting the weather in Rajkot on Thursday night. They were just wrong about the name of the storm. A storm called Rohit Sharma took apart Rajkot and the visiting Bangladeshi team in the second T20i between India and Bangladesh on Thursday. The toss, first of all, went in India's favor. India won the toss, elected to bowl first. And when the toss goes in your favor in these conditions, there's very little you can do from an opposition's perspective, to be very honest. It demoralizes you in the beginning first, and then when you go out and try your best, and a roadblock hits your way, right in the middle of the innings, the way Washington Sundar stuck, it just derails you entirely, and that's exactly what happened with Bangladesh. Great start though by Bangladesh, 86 for 1 at the end of the 10th over. India must be worried at that point of time. But then the way Rohit Sharma brought Washington Sundar on with two left-handers in the crease and got the all-important wicket then and there. And then, of course, getting Yuzvendra Chahal to come in and get the important wicket of Mushfiqur Rahim, that really changed the course of the game. Bangladesh were batting at a very, very good run rate at that point of time. But then to restrict them to 153 from being 86 for 1 in the 10th over was a brilliant effort by Team India in the field. But then when India took to batting, it was one man's turn to take it all along, all the way in a momentous game for himself. Rohit Sharma nearly got to 100 in his 100th T20i, falling short by just 14 runs. But knowing Rohit, he doesn't really think about the numbers. He doesn't really think about the milestones as long as he's striking the ball well, which he is. A point to be noted, though, is you saw Rohit batting with sheer strength, with brute force. And that doesn't really happen a lot. He's someone who likes to time the ball, place it into gaps, and that's the way he operates. But the reason for the way he operated last night was simply to cover up for Shikhar Dhawan. We're all aware that Shikhar's going through a bit of a low phase in terms of his cricketing form at the moment. And Rohit realized very early in the game that the onus was on him to score at a brisk rate and to put Bangladesh on the back foot, which is exactly what happened. Smooth sailing, some terrific shot making. I felt sorry for some of the bowlers at some points, but that's just how Rohit functions. A wonderful victory for Team India in the second T20I. Very foggy performance in similar conditions in Delhi, but then the storm blew apart Bangladesh in Rajkot. With the third T20I and offering a couple of points to be noted, the areas of concerns for Team India. Khalil Ahmed, number one, I think he's losing his place very, very quickly. I'll be surprised if he's a part of things in the third T20I. He's been very expensive, picks up very few wickets, is a little too predictable, and I think he's just in the team because he's a left-arm option and offers something different for captains. But that isn't really working out for Team India. Shikhar Dhawan is again a matter of concern, but I don't think he's going to lose his place anytime soon. We know for a fact that Rohit backs Shikhar all the way, and I think it's going to happen for some time as well. Rishabh Pant again, I mean, we end up talking about Rishabh Pant a lot when we analyze things. He needs to be given time, but then there was an incident that happened in the game where he collected the stumps, collected the ball in fact in front of the stumps, and those are basics that Rishabh Pant needs to look at. Just a few areas of concerns, of course, but the Team India looking very, very good. A performance that was expected from them is something that could be said, and that was delivered from the front. Rohit as a captain, some terrific moves to get Washington Sundar in nice and early to finish his 4 overs. He knew with two left-handed batsmen at the crease, Washi Sundar would be a very good option to go to. Got on Chahal for when Mushfiqur Rahim had just entered into the entered to come out to bat. Two very good moves in the 11th and the 13th over that derailed Bangladesh nice and early. So two very, very good moves by Rohit. He's known to do that, to take the scruff of the game, and he did that straight up. So heading into the third T20I, which will be in Vidarbha, India in the driver's seat and should take the series 2 games to 1. Time will tell though. You can never predict T20 games.